What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Crypto Sherpa Show. So I was changing the audio output because the intro played. I was like, why can't I hear it, huh? So I changed that and I was looking off. But welcome. Happy Friday. You got the Sherpa and Baxter here. Right? Welcome to the Daily Crypto News, where I cover daily crypto news Monday to Friday. Weekends I take off just to have a little time to myself for once. But no, we got to clear some things straight. Like today's news articles, I have a couple for you, which just like it doesn't make sense really. It's like we have the Korean youth thinking that like crypto's a way to make quick cash, which it could happen with the altcoins and all that stuff, but it's not the intended purpose of crypto. It's like a slow game. You hodl it, you'll be beneficial in the long run. So yeah, South Koreans, young people got to get that under control. We also have a Texas cop that cuts open a crypto ATM to recover some money that a person was scammed out of. So it's like so a person was scammed, they had their money stolen, and now a Texas cop steals from the ATM provider because the person was scammed. So that's just weird. It's like you just opened up a whole nother lawsuit. Now the ATM people can go after you because of that. And then what else was there? Norway is to impose temporary restrictions on Bitcoin mining to save electricity. It's like if they not learn from Texas, like outside of Texas and that sheriff officer, you can use Bitcoin miners to actually help stabilize and secure your electrical grid, maybe even save some electricity there instead of just putting restrictions on it. Like you can have those miners that take up a lot of electricity, have those running, and then when your country needs electricity, you partner with the mining companies. Go, hey, can you guys shut down for like a day or two or a couple hours, and then all that extra energy just gets pushed on through to the people that's needed, and then when it doesn't get needed anymore, you just turn those Bitcoin miners back on. So lots of little just clarity out there that has to just be just straightforward, because with these articles, it seems like it could be a little fuddish. Yeah, FUD. Fear, uncertainty, and doubts, like kind of shake the market. But that's like, it's not just all bad news we got today. We also have David Beckham's healthcare company is getting into crypto, going to be accepting Bitcoin as payments in there to become a full Bitcoin stacked ecosystem. So that's pretty cool. There was a tweet out there of Grant Cardone acquiring $5 billion in Bitcoin or 150 Bitcoin with 15.6 million. It's like he can do better than that. And then also looks like Theta Network Sheep Esports is partnering up to launch Shepherd, a chatbot delivering real-time esports insights across LOL, Valorant, and more, built on Theta's Edge Cloud. So those are just some news I wanted to bring up before we go over this FUD news out there. So again, happy Friday, and let's dive right on into the news. So again, first up, we got South Korean young people turning to crypto out of desperation. Now, a local expert says a growing share of South Korea's youth is turning to cryptocurrency, but not out of belief in its technology, but as a last resort amid economic woe. So they're fearful, like they don't know what's going on with their current situation and their currency and everything. So it's like, it's a last-ditch effort for them, but they just think it's going to be a quick get, like just make some money, and it's like, oh, you're good. It's like you kind of want to understand this tech. So let's hear about this. Cryptocurrency is booming in South Korea, but beneath the surface, this surge is driven less by optimism than by the economic desperation of its younger generation, according to a local expert. Now, crypto exchange users in South Korea have surpassed 16 million, according to data from late March, after receiving a boost from U.S. President Donald Trump's election win last November. Now, the figure represents over 30% of the country's population. Still, recent comments at German Blockchain Week from Ila Yoon, chief product officer at quantum machine learning startup Anzetech, suggested that this is not a consequence of the local population's enthusiasm for blockchain technology. He explained that during an Asia Insight panel that there are a lot of crypto traders in Korea. Now, Yoon noted that the motives come not from a belief in Web3 like in the West, but instead he attributes it to financial desperation of the young generation, which pushes them to seek quick money. So they were entering that crypto trading space in hopes they're going to make some quick money. But when it comes to trading, you could lose it all or you can gain a lot. I don't like that. I prefer just acquiring and hodling and then just waiting a certain amount of time, and then I'm a lot better than when I started. So it's that simple. So these young people should probably get that understanding of it. But Yoon's remarks come as a newly elected president, Lee Jae-myung, moves to fast-track campaign pledges for integrating digital assets in South Korea's financial system, with bold plans of institutional crypto integration. Now, this includes support for issuing domestic stablecoins, with the head of South Korea's central bank reportedly stating that he is not opposed to the country's issuing a Korean won-based stablecoin. Now, the dire situation of South Korea's youth right now is the crypto's popularity among the younger generations is not new. And in 2025, Korea's wealth report shows that young, rich hold 3 times more crypto than over 45 wealthy. Also, 34% of the local high net worth individuals already own crypto, according to local reports. Still, according to Yoon, this is not motivated by a widespread belief in crypto's potential among South Korea's youth. He said that South Korea is used to having a high growth economy that found itself unable to keep the pace, leaving younger generations jobless. Now, youth employment for individuals aged 15 to 29 in South Korea stood at 6.6% in May, more than double the overall 2.7% unemployment rate out there. So lots of unemployed people. Now, real estate is out of reach for them. Yoon admitted that stocks would be the first option for South Korean youth to consider. Still, he pointed out that they don't see a lot of returns. Housing is also out of their reach, both for personal needs and investments, Yoon said. They cannot buy houses anymore. Even the rent is too high for them, so their only option is to do crypto. And that's just not South Korea. Even here in America, like, rent is extremely high, and me being a part of that youthful generation, it's like I see it happening. Like, before all of this and even getting in crypto, like, I was paycheck to paycheck. I was working at Nordstrom. I think I was at a $17 an hour because that's California's thing. But I was still only really making like $2,000 every month, like 2,500 maybe. Like it wasn't a lot. And like to rent an apartment in California, that's basically the entire month's of work is for rent alone. And then there's no other bill money to pay for health insurance and car insurance, gas, electricity, internet, food. So it's just like this isn't just a Korea problem. Like this is everybody's youth. So they should probably just at least learn about. Is it what? I'm trying to think now. What is this really a problem? Is this the youth in general? Is this the world we're living in? Is it the choices these guys made? Because some people out there are still surviving. They're doing good. They're doing fine. But something to think about there. Let's continue on. Now, the median Seoul apartment price has doubled in 5 years, topping 1 billion won, which at the price to income ratio for the city is reportedly 15.2% or 15.2. So that's why a lot of crypto traders, and why I'm saying this, is they're not actually interested in crypto, Yoon said. Yoon added that there are exceptions, of course, but said many of them are not even aware of the infrastructure or the technology involved in crypto. So they're just probably using a trading platform out there, and they don't get it. They don't understand how to move it. If they try to put in their own self-custody wallet, they would have no idea what to do. It's like a what? What's an address? What's a blockchain? What's gas fees? So kind of scary for these guys out there. So instead of just focusing on getting in it, trying to make a quick buck, actually learn this technology, it would probably be a lot more beneficial. But that's what's going on in South Korea, where it's just crypto does not get rich quick, guys. Like, it can happen. There's risks out there, but that's not the motto of it. This is for generational wealth, long-term holdings, and it's basically going to be the new currency. So keep that in mind. Now let's go for another correction on this Texas cop cutting open a crypto ATM to recover $25,000. Like I said here, it's like they just did another basically crime, because they're not getting their money back from the scammer. They're stealing from this crypto ATM company. I think it was Bitcoin Depot. So what's going on? Like, Texas is great with rules and everything, Bitcoin mining hubs, but what is going on here? Let's find out. So picture shows a Texas Sheriff's Department taking power cutting tools to a crypto ATM after a family reportedly used it to pay a scammer. So a country sheriff in Texas has taken a power cutting tool to a local crypto ATM after a family was reportedly scammed out of $25,000, sparking a debate among crypto users over the sense of his actions. Now, according to local reports on Tuesday, a scammer had tricked a family in Jasper County, northwest of Houston, into depositing funds at a local Bitcoin ATM by impersonating a government employee. Now, Jasper's County Sheriff Chuck Havard, secured a search warrant and cut open the ATM, which photos show was branded as being operated by Bitcoin Depot, to recoup approximately $32,000, including the $25,000 that the family paid to the scammers. Now, Havard claimed that the scam caller told the family they owed $25,000 in fines and instructed them to deposit the money into a Bitcoin address. When the family then using the Bitcoin ATM to transfer the funds, Bitcoin Depot was contacted for comment on the incident. But I wonder if they said anything. But just a hold up right there for a second, guys. Just be aware of this. This is how scammers work. They're going to be trying to just get you in a phase of uncertainty, like an urgency. It's like, this needs to happen right now. It's like, you owe this much money. You got to take care of this. Otherwise, we're going to freeze your bank accounts. They're going to try to scare you into it. So if you get a call, email, or message that relates to something like this, and they're telling you to go to a crypto ATM to deposit the money to secure yourself, don't. That's the scammer. If they're telling you to go to a crypto ATM, that's already your sign that that's 100% a scam. Like, you can still be uncertain by the time they're going, oh, do I really owe this money? Yeah, you can question that. But the final just nail in the coffin is like, go to a Bitcoin ATM. It's like no, don't do that, because that's 100% a scam. Now, crypto users questions the cops' tactics right now. Sounds like maybe government employees destroyed an innocent third party's property and stole his money, Reddit user John DLG said on Wednesday in response to the news. We also have Reddit user Jad8484 said that unless it was the kiosk owner who was scamming, this makes no sense at all. It's like confiscating all the money from a CVS register after someone bought a bunch of gift cards to send to scammers, they added. Now, Havard defended his actions and reportedly said, well, when thieves, lowlives, and scammers attempt to take advantage of our citizens of Jasper County, we will work swiftly and utilize every resource at our disposal to protect our citizens and their property costs. Now, it's just like, okay, you got their money back. Now, is this a city situation now where Bitcoin Depot can go to the city, the county, sue the county for his actions because they stole $32,000 from them? I guess they could. But again, this is a tough case to crack, says Sheriff, which it really isn't. Havard said that such cases involving crypto scams can be very complex and difficult to solve. He said that his department has yet to locate the whereabouts of the scammer, and the incident comes amid growing scrutiny of crypto ATMs across the U.S. and abroad. On June 18th, Spokane, the second largest city in Washington state, banned crypto ATMs in response to a surge in scam activity targeting local residents. Now, the FBI reported in April that there were almost 11,000 complaints and over $246 million in losses associated with crypto ATM scams in 2024 alone, which was a 31% increase from 2023. And on June 3rd, Australian Transaction Reports Analysis Center recently enforced a $5,000 Australian dollar limit on cash deposits and withdrawals of crypto. So there's still like ways like, what's the right thing to do right now when it comes to crypto ATM scams out there? It's like, do we just ban them in general so that way scammers can't utilize that tool to get a hold of it? Do we follow Australia's plan where we put a limit on crypto ATMs where you can only do 5,000 at a time? So that way, at least a scammer's not getting everything. Or I'm not sure what the limit is. Maybe that 5,000's daily, weekly, or anything. Or what other things can we do? So we ban it, put limits on it, or I don't know. This stuff just has to be discussed and solved because, again, scammers are always going to be scamming people. Not everyone is wise enough to follow my channel or just do their research to learn about like how to stay safe in the space, to understand what a scammer looks like. Because people are falling for this every day, as we saw, like $246 million just happened in these types of scams last year alone. So, something we really need to consider about it. But with the sheriff cop and what he did, totally wrong what they did, because now they just unbottled a whole new case that has to be taken care of, because somebody's going to pay, and it's not probably going to be the scammer. Let's just be honest about that. He got his money. He's done. He got the Bitcoin. They're already happy. They're gone. You can't track that down anymore. So this is stuff that just does have to be addressed out there, because this was weird. Like, I don't know why the cop did that. So yeah, but that's what happened in Texas. Now let's go over the news on Norway to impose temporary restrictions on Bitcoin mining to save electricity. why not just, again, like I said in the beginning, why not just partner with a mining company? Because this could help, again, stabilize their electrical grid, have the mining companies partner with the electrical companies. And so when the electric companies say, like there's a cold front storm coming in, or a lot of these cities or towns need electricity, can you guys shut down your miners for like an hour or two or however long is needed? And then once it's done, turn it back on and you're good. Because that's something that Texas did. And it actually quite helped during like their last like winter storm they had. But let's go through this article and learn about these restrictions. So electricity conservation and local economic concerns drive Norway's decision to halt new crypto mining data centers. So the Norwegian government said Friday that it intends to temporarily block the establishment of new data centers that engage in power-heavy crypto mining. The plan was first reported by Reuters. According to Karain Tung, Ministry for Digitalization and Public Administration, crypto mining is very power intensive and offers little return in jobs or local economic benefits, and the government wants to prioritize electricity for other sectors. Now, the proposed restrictions could take effect in autumn 2025, targeting facilities that use the most energy-intensive mining technologies. Norway has been a popular destination for crypto miners due to access of abundant hydropower. According to data from Weebopedia, the country stands in the global top 10 for crypto mining activity. Now, this popularity, however, has triggered public concern over energy use, especially amid growing electricity demand and green energy transition goals. Now, Bitcoin mining operations in Norway have also come under increased public scrutiny over noise pollution. In late 2024, residents in the Hadsel municipality successfully pushed to shut down a local mining facility due to excessive noise. However, the closure drove up electricity bills for residents, as the facility accounted for roughly 20% of the local power company revenue. So high energy consumption is one of the biggest concerns when it comes to crypto mining. And Russia has also imposed bans on crypto mining in 10 regions, including the North Caucasus republics and the other occupied territories of Ukraine, effective from January 1st, 2025, lasting until March 15th, 2031. Now, seasonal restrictions also apply in some Siberian regions during peak energy consumption periods to prevent power shortages. But again, it's like, what was I going with this? Oh yeah, so it's like if they shut down their mining in those local towns too, their electricity goes up, because as we saw with this one town, like they were able to close down a mining facility because of noise pollution. It was too loud, but because they did it and they took so much, they were a big part of their revenue for the electric company. That kind of just got pushed on over to the residents of the nation. So they got to find ways to work with it, because again, they can use Bitcoin mining to stabilize their electrical grid. They just got to figure it out. So maybe contact Texas, because again, they've been doing this for the past 2-3 years now. Since I've been covering the crypto news, I've seen it many times. So Norway just has to get on and see how they're doing it, and then this can solve basically the whole world's problems. But that's what's going on with crypto mining. That's what's going on with the ATMs being getting broken into by sheriffs, and then Koreans just thinking crypto is a way to just get rich quick, and they don't even want to bother learning about it. So lots of again, there was FUD news out there. Again, it's not over. We even got CZ warning about AI deep fakes as more execs fall for victims of the Lazarus-linked Zoom calls. So more AI hacks going on right there, and let's see what CZ has to say. If you don't know who CZ is, he was the old CEO and owner of Binance. So that's him right there, and we'll go through this. So malicious actors are targeting crypto executives through a new wave of AI-powered deepfake impersonation attacks, and Binance's Changpeng Zhao has joined the chorus of warnings. Now, commenting on a recent report of Zoom-based hacking schemes targeting industry figures, the former Binance CEO urged the crypto community to stay vigilant. Zhao emphasized the growing threat of deepfakes, noting that the rising sophistication of these attacks could soon render video verifications unreliable, and his remarks came in response to a post from the Japanese crypto figure Mai Fujimoto, who shared her personal experience with the same scheme. Now here's a tweet from CZ. AI is already used in new types of deepfake hacking. Even video call verification will soon be out of the window. So don't install software from non-official links, especially not from your friends. They are most likely hacked at all there. So yeah, when you get like a friend who's like telling you like on Facebook or Instagram or even Twitter messages or even going to Telegram, it's just like, they're going, oh, you got to do this. Their account was probably hacked, and now this is the hacker sending messages to everybody on that person's friend list. So be careful. I've seen it many times. My aunt's account was hacked, and it's usually like a chain event too. So it starts with one person in your group, then another person fell for it, and so on, and it just keeps going. So you gotta be careful. Now, per Fujimoto's report, attacks posed as one of the acquaintances in what appeared to be a normal Zoom video call. Now, during the 10-minute meeting, the impersonator raised concerns over her audio quality and shared a link to an alleged software update. After she clicked it, the hackers gained unauthorized access to her system, accessing sensitive data and taking over her official X, Telegram, and MetaMask accounts. She said, when I opened the Zoom link, her face appeared, so I didn't suspect anything. She explained, adding, if I had known about this kind of attack, I might not have clicked the link. And I want everyone to be aware of this and take caution to prevent similar incidents. So yeah, so if you guys are in a Zoom call meeting, because that's the usual way to communicate with businesses out there, if you start experiencing like there's an audio process and then they're sending you a link to it, no, copy, because there's always issues where like the mic's not on or anything. That's their issue. They got to control the mic. This isn't you. So if they're telling you to click on a link to, oh, this will fix the audio, it's like, nope, don't click on that, because that's when they gain access to your full computer, and then you're basically shit out of luck. And so just be cautious with that with Zoom calls out there. If there's an audio issue, just have this in the back of your mind. Have this remembered, because there's so many different scams out there. It's like, you just got to be somewhat aware of them. But founders from Manta Network, the Mon Protocol, Stably, and Dev.ai have also reported similar phishing attempts, raising alarms about what appears to be a coordinated wave of attacks. Now, security analysts have tied the scheme to known tactics used by North Korean-backed hacker group Lazarus, a notorious hacking syndicate that has repeatedly targeted the crypto industry and is responsible for some of the biggest breaches and thefts. A recent BitGet revealed that AI generation deepfake impersonations of the government officials, billionaires, and celebrities account for 40% of the high-valued frauds, urging the industry to adopt stricter security measures and remain on high alert. So that's just a Zoom hack link, or just a Zoom type of hack that you should be aware of, because I would want to make all these scams aware to you guys, so you know what they look like, know how they run. That way you do not fall for it, because when you know what's happening, it makes it more likely for you not to click on a link you're not supposed to, not share any information you're not supposed to. So this is why I'm always reporting if I see it, guys. So just stay safe, stay vigilant, and just pick up a book and start reading to learn about this. Because if you're new and like if you were to read like these articles and go, oh, Bitcoin seems bad, Texas can just take their crypto out of an ATM, Norway's stopping the mining because of electricity, oh, is this really just a get rich quick type of thing going out there? No, like start learning about crypto, blockchain technology. This is the future, guys, and it would be good to know about it. Like this is going to be our new money. Like our money right now, we really don't know how it works or anything. Like you ask anybody on the street, like most of them don't know how our traditional money system works. They just use it. And that's going to be a lot of people out there in the future, but you really should take the time to learn about this technology, because it's really innovative and it might benefit you in some way or the other. So yeah. But that is really it for all the news I have. This is going to be a quick little Friday video. I still got to do some other tasks here at the club. We're having poker tonight at 6 o'clock, so come on down. Texas Hold'em. It's always fun. Great way to end the week out there. And yeah, so let's see. Let's take a look at our Fear and Greed Index really fast. We are at a 48 neutral right now. Bitcoin is at 104. Like, what happened? We're at 105 this morning, I saw. Like, let's see. Yep, we were at 106 this morning. It's like, ooh, Bitcoin's doing nice, but then we just had a little dip. What caused that? I don't know. Was it all this FUD news out there? People are reading this and going, what's going on? So we'll see. But again, yeah, this was not all the bad news. Like I said, we have nice partnerships with Theta Network. I do like them as a project. We got more billionaires out there spending a little bit, but come on, Cardone, we know you can buy more. And then again, David Beckham-backed healthcare org Prenetics bets $20 million on Bitcoin. And you know what? Let's read this really fast. The firm said it will start accepting crypto payments on its consumer health platforms as part of its plan to build a full-stack Bitcoin ecosystem. Nice. So Prenetics, a David Beckham-backed healthcare company, is diving headfirst into Bitcoin. The genomics and diagnostics firm listed on NASDAQ has invested $20 million to acquire 187.42 Bitcoin, becoming the first publicly traded healthcare company to do so. Now, according to an announcement this week, this move sent the firm's stock 23% higher, which usually happens when a company starts adopting Bitcoin. Now, the Hong Kong headquarters company is known for its DNA testing platform, Circle DNA, and its broader health science initiatives, but it's now making waves for reasons outside of the clinic. Its Bitcoin holdings, secured via a Kraken custody account, marks the start of what Prenetics calls a long-term digital asset strategy. Now, at an average purchasing price of just over $106,000 per Bitcoin, the investment is a clear signal of conviction. And here is Bitcoin Magazine's tweet about that. Now, Prenetics outlines its bold vision with Bitcoin at its core. Prenetics isn't just simply parking idle cash in crypto. It plans to allocate the majority of its balance sheets to Bitcoin, with board approval already in place. According to CEO Danny Yuan, the company sees a future where genomics, longevity, and science and digital assets converge. Now, to execute this vision at scale, we need substantial Bitcoin holdings, he said. Now, the company has also brought in heavyweight crypto experience, Andy Chung, former COO of exchange OKX, and he is joining its board to provide direct oversight at Prenetics, integrates digital assets into its operations. Now, Chung's appointment strengthens the firm's ability to navigate the remains in complex and volatile market, and Prenetics follows MicroStrategy's playbook, but adds a healthcare twist to it. So beyond buying and just holding Prenetics, they will actively manage its Bitcoin. The firm outlined plans for alpha-generating strategies that include lending, yield optimization, and structured financial products. Now, in parallel, it will begin accepting cryptocurrency payments across its direct-to-consumer health platforms, building what it calls a full-stack Bitcoin ecosystem. Now, Prenetics raised its 2025 revenue forecast to as much as $100 million and expects to turn profitable by the fourth quarter of next year. And the Bitcoin strategy, the company says, reflects confidence in its business trajectory and its ability to manage risks. Now, its move comes as dozens of public companies add Bitcoin to their treasury. 61 firms not traditionally involved in crypto have adopted similar strategies, according to Standard Chartered, and many attempting to follow the footsteps of MicroStrategy, which began its Bitcoin accumulation in 2020 and has seen since its stock rise over 3,000%. Now, will that happen to all these other companies adopting a strategy? You never know. Maybe it'll take them 4 or 5 years to get to that type of gains like Saylor did, because he did it 4 years ago when Bitcoin's all-time high was 20,000, and then it shot up to 76,000, dipped back down to 15,000, and they just acquired for those three years of the dip. So again, we will see how other companies and their stocks perform with the news when they buy and acquire Bitcoin, but will it do just as big as MicroStrategy? Only time will tell, but I think it'll probably be on par with it in the beginning times, but we'll see. But that is it for the news, everybody. Hope everyone has an awesome Friday. Come to the club if you want to play some poker tonight, or join your local club nearby, whatever's closest. We got Dallas and Plano, Texas. We got Nashville. We got Boston, Massachusetts, and we still got more to come. I think Ben was announcing our Mar-a-Lago club for the future, so stay tuned for that. So everyone have a good Friday. I love you, and I will see you on Monday.
In a world where your data is constantly under attack, one company stands for your digital freedom. Introducing Calyx Solutions, your gateway to ultimate online privacy and secure cryptocurrency trading. Meet the Liberty Laptop. With its modified OS and advanced tracking prevention, it's your shield against surveillance. Access restricted areas, use recommended security software, and browse with confidence. Your digital footprint? Virtually non-existent. For the crypto pros, we present the Crypto Laptop. Pre-configured on premium hardware for secure trading. Optimized for your favorite wallets and exchanges, it's the fortress your digital assets deserve. Both laptops come with expert individual training and support. You're never alone in your journey to digital empowerment. At Calyx Solutions, we put you in control. No more worrying about data breaches or compromised transactions. Ready to join the revolution? Visit calyxsolutions.io and choose your perfect laptop today. Plus, become an affiliate and earn while sharing the power of digital freedom. Calyx Solutions. Unlock your digital freedom. Give us a call or text at 702-845-8276 or visit us directly at calyxsolutions.io.